So you know this guy ate a lot of good food when he was a kid. He's 6'5", so he must have had a lot of vitamin K2 when he was a kid. There's actually pretty good evidence that enough vitamin K2 in childhood could prolong growth plates being open and lead to being taller. So I wish I'd had more vitamin K2 when I was a young kid. So he's starting his day with coffee. Ooh, there's some raw milk.
Superfood as well. I think it's good for us. It's good for our stomach. It's good for our skin. It's good for our bones and muscles.
Stomach, skin, bones, muscles. Completely agree. Raw milk, super healthy for humans. Definitely data that raw milk is associated with lower rates of respiratory tract infections, asthma, eczema, and allergies in kids who grow up on or off farms. So, I mean, this guy's a Viking. He's got coffee, which is hopefully mold and pesticide free. We're going to send him some lineage coffee because look guys, I don't drink coffee, but we made the best coffee on the planet. Mold, pesticide free, amazing. I'm going to send Erling some lineage coffee. He's going to put some raw milk in it. It's going to be good. There it is. Star of the show.
A lot of things is logical. You should have an early start with fresh daylight and fresh air. Ideally go out for a small walk. I think is a really beneficial thing to do. And this is a logical thing. And yeah, I like to read about things. I like to try out things. Why not?
Morning sunlight, grounding, super healthy for humans. I do this every morning, guys. Unquestionably, he's on the right track here. It makes so much sense. In fact, there was a recent study that showed that too much light at night is associated with all sorts of negative consequences. So protect your circadian rhythm. Get light in your eyes during the day and in the morning, and you want your nights to be dark.
Have some eggs. And I think
Eating
I
eggs?
just got delivered bread now. Perfect timing. Yeah. Sourdough. So Isabel, you need to ask her if she thinks I'm a good chef.
Look, if you're going to eat bread, you might as well eat sourdough. It might as well be fermented and less problematic. He's got eggs, great source of choline, fat-soluble vitamins. Do not fear cholesterol. I don't know what kind of pan he's using there.
Just doing the simplest way of...
I don't know, Erling. We got to get you a new pan, buddy. He's definitely got some non-stick on that pan.
Simple breakfast.
You don't want those PFAs.
Little bit.
We can make Erling Haaland's pan better. This guy's a super well-known footballer.
With food, I like to take my
He's
time.
using a garbage pan. I like all-clad for stainless steel, and I like enameled cast iron. He needs Le Creuset or something else. Eggs look pretty good, though.
No one can do it better than this. So good. Sunny side up.
Steamed, sunny side up eggs, raw milk in your coffee, sourdough bread. Pretty good. I mean, I give it a 7 out of 10 for a breakfast. I wouldn't do the sourdough bread or the coffee myself, but that's not a bad way to start the morning.
No, look at that. So how many can I get? Because we need to be fair with the others.
Well, I have to say, the tomahawks probably are a harder sell because they're a little bit more expensive, obviously.
I'll take them 3 then.
He's trying not to take all the tomahawks from everyone, so he's just taking what he can get. Grass-fed beef. He's at a farm outside of Manchester. This woman is a hero. Raw milk, tomahawk steaks, honey.
Fatty steaks, the most. Ribeye, tomahawk, obviously. One of my favorite is short ribs. Short rib is amazing.
Well done, Erling.
So this I can get, yeah?
Yes.
Fatty steaks are where it's at, guys. Animal fat is healthy for humans. Do not fear animal fat. You've got so many good things in animal fat. Fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin K2, vitamin E. I mean, vitamin K2, if you don't know about vitamin K2, it's been associated with lower rates of calcific aortic sclerosis, so calcification of the aortic valve, and cardiovascular mortality in the Rotterdam study. There's even a study, I'll put it here, it's maybe suspect, 8 or 9 dudes who megadosed vitamin K2 and vitamin D3 saw increases in size. YouTube are going to have to bleep that out, but I'll put the study here. It's crazy. And there's evidence that if you're getting enough K2, it's potentially going to improve jaw formation when you're a child and height. So if you don't get enough vitamin K2, the hypothesis is that the growth plates are going to close earlier when you're younger and you're not going to be as tall. Look, guys, I'm 5'9". I used to be 5'10". I probably lost an inch or half an inch from doing jiu-jitsu and breaking a vertebrae in my neck, maybe compressing a vertebrae in my neck from getting whiplash when I was a crazy skier. As a kid, I was a ski bum at Jackson Hole in a number of places and trying to impress my friends and probably girls. I was jumping off stuff I shouldn't have been jumping off, and I probably lost an inch. So, but regardless, I wish that I had been eating more vitamin K2 when I was a kid. What do you eat to get vitamin K2? Animal fat, so butter, cheese, especially Jarlsberg cheese. It's spelled with a J. That's a superhero for vitamin K2. That's MK7, but a lot of vitamin K2 in Jarlsberg cheese. Liver, goose liver is particularly rich. Meat is very high in vitamin K2. All the animal foods. You can get vitamin K2 from plant foods if you want to eat fermented gross soybeans that look like snot. That's all MK7. MK4 is what's in meat, and it's probably more valuable for humans or uniquely valuable. But that's the only source of vitamin K2 you can get in plant foods is natto, which is gross. I'll just eat a lot of meat.
I'll have this then.
Brilliant, thank you.
Ribeye steak, a bit of fillet, and 3 tomahawks.
In the milk.
Ribeye,
It's good quality, that's what I like the most.
tomahawks.
And they take good care of the animals, which is also important.
Take good care of the animals. Grass feeding, grass finishing, super important.
Thank you.
Yeah, and do you want honey home?
Honey, of course you want honey.
One.
Raw, glyphosate-free. Honey is valuable for humans. There's multiple studies showing that honey actually improves dental outcomes. It's been used in oropharyngeal candidiasis, candidal overgrowth. Honey has bacterial properties. And then honey in I believe it's an 8 or a 12-week study, actually improved insulin sensitivity and glucose handling in diabetics. So I eat a lot of honey. Obviously, scale your honey intake to how active you are, but honey is also a health food for humans. Humans have been eating this for hundreds of thousands of years. That's what I love, raw milk. I'm going to Manchester. I'm talking to this
Try
woman.
one time.
But that would have to be an evening milking sometime.
We have to try. Meat in one hand, milk in the other. I'm super happy. I expected only milk, and we went out with a lot of steak, milk, and honey. So perfect.
What else do you need? Seriously, what else do you need? That's such a win.
Thank you so much, Helen.
This guy is such a legend.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, tag Erling in the comments here if you want to see Erling Haaland and I do a day of eating together, because we eat the same.
You need local honey, local raw honey.
He knows what's up.
Perfect. Now we need to train a little bit. So now training facility next.
I'll tell you what, guys. The weather in Costa Rica looks better than the weather in Manchester. I'm just saying, Erling, you can come hang out.
Before we keep on cooking.
All right, he's taking a break from cooking. He's going to go in the cold plunge.
Extended recovery. So
Cool.
ice bath and sauna. Simple as that. I don't need more. I don't need more to go more down.
Tell you what, guys, if you go in the sauna, you better ice your balls. There's a lot of good evidence that cooking your testicles in the sauna is going to decrease fertility. So I always use an ice pack in the sauna now. He's only going in this cold plunge like 3/4 of the way. What was that, Erling? That was weak.
Bit of sauna now.
He needs the ice pack. Erling, put the ice pack on your balls. What are you doing, bro?
Sauna and ice bath. I try to do almost every day.
He needs to know.
At least 4 or 5 times a week.
And realize this, guys, if you're going for strength gains or size gains with your muscles, doing cold plunge after your workout can mitigate some of those gains. So think about the timing of your cold plunging and sauning.
I don't think you should do sauna too much before games. Definitely after. That's nice.
You got to be careful with sauna and cold plunge. You got to like use these properly. So
Lovely. Oh, we can put on the barbecue right now. Perfect.
let's see how Erling does on the grill here.
When he does slow cooking the brisket, it's lovely.
There's no vegans here, man. This is one of the best footballers in the world, eating a ton of meat. That's what's up. I absolutely think this improves his performance, makes him more resilient, improves recovery, helps with hormonal health. Meat is health food. This guy gets it. He's going to play a long time.
So we just try to make dinners that can be healthy, but taste not so healthy. Just for us, you know, that's what we all want, right? No one wants to just live on junk food.
Nobody wants to live on junk food, but you also, like, if you're eating steak and squash and fruit and raw milk and honey, that tastes amazing. You don't, like, healthy foods can taste good.
1 minute. We flip it and we leave this until it's halfway through. The meat is a bit big. Leave it here. Then we start with this.
I might have to send Erling Haaland my trick for cleaning the grill with an onion. So You guys know that actually there are hundreds of people every year that go to the emergency room for ingesting the little metal shards of those grill brushes. You can use them, but if you use a grill brush, you got to be careful that a little piece of that grill brush, that metal, doesn't end up on the grill plate and then end up in your food. If you eat a little piece of that metal, it can totally cause problems in your intestines. So it's actually better to use like an onion or something to clean the grill. Maybe use a wire brush and then use an onion, but be careful with the metal wire brushes on the grill. If you're worried about any of the compounds on the meat when you're grilling, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, heterocyclic amines, you can use a rub that has rosemary. A lot of the spices will mitigate the formation of those compounds on the surface of the meat. I don't know exactly what he's spicing his ribeyes with, but you can put something like an orange juice and rosemary marinade on your steak, and that will limit the formation of polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons and heterocyclic amines.
This is so satisfying. The smell, the sear, oh, this is amazing.
Of course it's that. This is what humans have been doing for hundreds of thousands of years. This is deeply, deeply ingrained in our psyche.
And then this one has to start boiling the water.
Raw eggs, béarnaise sauce.
You know what the good thing with
all kinds of good stuff here.
It burns off the fat and the fat drips down, which is nice so it doesn't get too much. That's what I like about it.
Gotta have the right amount of fat.
Look at the crust. You see the even crust
good
everywhere?
Crust.
It's all even a bit burned here. It's almost perfect.
This man is reliving the lives of his Viking ancestors.
Honestly, it looks unbelievable. It looks ridiculous. Seriously.
That's what happens when you get good quality grass-fed steaks from a local farmer and you cook them on the grill in the right way. I mean, what's better than that? You know, you cannot tell me that somewhere deep in their brains, people who have chosen to stop eating meat don't miss this kind of thing. This is just built into humans.
I'm really impressed if you actually nailed this.
But he made a mistake there. He put the steaks in the oven on a piece of aluminum foil. You don't want your steaks to ever touch aluminum foil because that can actually go into the meat. You don't want extra aluminum in your meat. So do not store your steaks. Don't put your steaks on aluminum ever. That's a big mistake. Don't do that.
This is the best moment.
Except seeing me when you're coming.
And I just got to say this, you guys will laugh at this. It's nighttime and those are blue lights in his house. Erling Haaland needs some red lights in his house. Zero flicker film grade red lights. They can be LED if they're zero flicker film grade or incandescence. So like if you really want to protect your circadian rhythm, you don't want to be in blue lights like this after dark. It's pretty hard. Now, granted, he's in Manchester. It's probably dark pretty early this time of year, but there's actually good evidence having blue light at night can lead to worsening health outcomes. So if you guys have seen my video on my house tour in Costa Rica, I'll put a link to it here. I have all red lights in the house after dark. And if you guys find stuff like this valuable, if you want to know about red lights in the house, if you want to know about how to protect your circadian rhythm to avoid chronic disease, I've got a free newsletter. I'll put a link below. Check it out. Every Sunday it comes out. And I do a lot of work in the newsletter to try and tell you guys about the coolest things that I'm thinking about that you may not have heard about. Aluminum foil on your steaks, blue lights in your kitchen at night. This will help your life long term. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe it's just on a grill plate. Okay, maybe it's all right. I thought he put it in there with aluminum foil. He didn't, so he did okay. But don't put your steaks on aluminum foil.
I know it's gonna be unbelievable.
They look great.
You did a great job, Isabel.
Thank you very much.
I love food. And I said it before, I live to eat food. No matter what happens in the day. This is the best moment.
Except seeing me when you're
That looks pretty good, man. That looks pretty good. They cooked that steak perfectly. There's a reason steak tastes the way it does, guys. There's a reason that the word carnivore and carnal are the same. If you want nutrients to help you have libido and vitality and really live your life fully, you need to eat meat and organs. And they're stoked about this. I mean, that steak looks amazing. And look, they got some Voss water on the table in glass. So little product placement there, but look, he's drinking spring water in glass. He actually did not use aluminum foil, which is great. And the only issue here is they got the freaking blue lights on. Come on, dude. Pretty amazing, guys. Pretty amazing. I'm going to give that dinner an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. I'm so stoked that Erling is doing a YouTube and is showing people in the world how he's eating, because this influences millions and millions of people. This video has been seen by over 7 million people who are seeing a professional footballer, soccer player, eating red meat, not being afraid of the fat, raw milk, which is healthy for humans. Obviously, sourcing always matters, and eating raw eggs in the béarnaise sauce, eating cooked eggs. This is the way we eat. He's eating, I did not see him eat a single thing in this video that is not food for humans. This is food for humans. Food for humans is single ingredient foods. It's food with labels where your great grandmother would recognize everything on the label. That's how we eat as humans. That's how you become the best version of yourself. You may not become a professional soccer player, but you will completely radically change the trajectory of your life. Eat like Erling Haaland. If you guys want to see how I eat in a day, I'll put a link to that video below. But I'm stoked about this. Drop a comment, tag Erling if you guys want to see Erling Haaland and I do a day of eating together, because this guy and I need to eat some steaks and raw milk and honey together. He actually comments on my stuff on Instagram sometimes. So we've maybe influenced Erling Haaland, I'll say humbly. So I'll see you guys in the next video.